Supreme War Leader Thakmor of the Hegemony stood on the bridge of the dreadnought Final Judgment, his scarred battle armor gleaming under the harsh lights of the command deck. Behind him stretched the most powerful invasion fleet in galactic history, 3,000 warships, representing the combined military might of 12 conquered civilizations. Today would mark the 853 Urdi species to fall before hegemony supremacy. "Open a channel to the human homeworld," Thakmor commanded, his voice carrying the authority of countless victories. "Let us make the traditional offer." The main screen flickered to life, showing what appeared to be a conference room on Earth. Instead of the trembling military leaders or desperate politicians Thakmor expected, he found himself looking at a collection of humans sitting around a table covered with small bowls contained colorful items he didn't recognize, and several humans were actively eating, while others appeared to be preparing more of these mysterious consumables. A middle-aged woman with graying hair looked up from what appeared to be a sandwich. "Oh, hello there. You must be the Hegemony fleet we've been expecting. I'm Dr. Sarah Martinez, Earth's Director of First Contact. Sorry, we're just having lunch. Would you like to try some popcorn?" Thakmor's four eyes narrowed in confusion. This was not the protocol. "Human Martinez, I am Supreme War Leader Thakmor. You face the assembled might of the Hegemony Empire. Your world has 1 hour to surrender unconditionally, or we will reduce your civilization to ash." Dr. Martinez chuckled and offered the bowl of small white kernels to someone off camera. "Jake, pass this around, would you? The caramel ones are really good." She turned back to Thakmor. "Sorry, where are my manners? You've probably traveled a long way to get here. We've prepared some refreshments if your species can process Earth-based nutrients." "You prepared refreshments?" Thakmor's tactical training had covered every possible response to invasion, ultimatums, panic, defiance, desperate negotiation attempts, even religious fervor. But casual hospitality, while offering snacks, was completely outside his experience. "Well, of course," Dr. Martinez said, as if this were obvious. "When someone travels 847 light-years to visit, the least we can do is offer something to eat. We've got sandwiches, cookies, some lovely fruit salad, and Maria just finished making her famous enchiladas." A voice from off-camera called out, "Tell them we've got vegetarian options too." Dr. Martinez nodded enthusiastically. "Oh yes, we're very inclusive. We weren't sure about your dietary requirements, but we figured variety was the way to go." Thakmor felt his certainty beginning to crack. "Human Martinez, you appear to misunderstand the situation. This is not a social gathering. This is a military invasion. We are here to conquer your world." "Oh, we understand perfectly," Dr. Martinez replied, taking another bite of her sandwich. "You're the Hegemony. You've conquered 852 other species. Very impressive military record. Tom over there has been following your campaigns for months. He's actually quite a fan of your tactical innovations during the siege of Centauri Prime." A man with glasses waved from across the room. The pincer movement through the asteroid field was brilliant. "We've been studying your strategies for weeks." Thakmor's mandibles twitched. "If you understand our capabilities, why are you not surrendering?" Dr. Martinez exchanged glances with her colleagues, and several of them started chuckling. "Well, that's the thing," she said gently. "We've been watching your approach for the past 6 months, and we noticed something interesting about your fleet's trajectory." She gestured, and a holographic display appeared showing the Hegemony fleet's path through space. "You see, to reach Earth, you had to pass through the Kepler 438 system. Lovely binary star system, very scenic. But here's the interesting part. Kepler 438b is what we call a seed world." Thakmor's blood went cold. "Explain." "About 50 years ago, we discovered that certain planets can be modified to serve as biological reset buttons for entire star systems. Dr. Martinez continued, still maintaining her cheerful tone. We planted some very special organisms on Kepler 438b. Completely harmless, you understand, unless they detect the specific quantum signatures of aggressive intent directed toward Earth. The tactical officer at Thakmore's side began frantically checking sensor readings. "War leader," he whispered, "we're detecting massive biological activity throughout our ships. Unknown organisms appear to be rearranging our systems." Dr. Martinez nodded sympathetically. "Oh yes, they're probably converting your weapons arrays into fertilizer distribution systems right about now. Don't worry, it's completely painless. Your ships will be fine. They'll just be growing really excellent tomatoes instead of firing plasma cannons." Across the hegemony fleet, weapon systems were indeed transforming into agricultural equipment. Torpedo tubes became seed dispensers. Energy cannons sprouted flowering vines. The mighty dreadnought Final Judgment was slowly becoming the galaxy's largest floating greenhouse. The organisms also have instructions to convert your ship's life support systems to optimize for peaceful contemplation, Dr. Martinez added helpfully. You'll find yourselves feeling much more relaxed and interested in gardening over the next few hours. Thakmore felt an unusual sensation spreading through his consciousness, a sudden desire to plant flowers and maybe read some poetry. "This is impossible. How did you anticipate our exact approach route?" Dr. Martinez smiled and held up what appeared to be a small device. "Oh, we didn't. We seeded about 300 different star systems with the same organisms over the past 50 years. Any aggressive fleet trying to reach Earth would encounter them eventually. We call it the Welcome Wagon Protocol." "You've been preparing for invasions for 50 years? "Actually, we've been preparing for dinner parties for 50 years, Dr. Martinez corrected. The anti-invasion aspect was just a side benefit. The organisms are designed to convert any hostile technology into systems that promote life, growth, and community gathering." Tom looked up from his tablet. "Speaking of which, your crews should be experiencing strong cravings for social bonding and collaborative activities right about now." Thakmore's communication channels were indeed filling with reports of hegemony soldiers spontaneously forming friendship circles and expressing desires to start book clubs. "So," Dr. Martinez said, standing up and brushing crumbs off her shirt, "would you like to come down for lunch? We've prepared enough food for everyone, and Maria's enchiladas really are extraordinary. We can discuss peaceful cultural exchange while we eat." As Thakmore felt his own aggressive instincts being replaced by an inexplicable urge to try Earth cuisine and maybe learn some human board games, he realized that humanity had just accomplished something unprecedented. They had conquered the conquerors through the simple expedient of being prepared to throw the galaxy's largest potluck dinner. "Human Martinez," he said slowly, "I believe we would be honored to accept your invitation." "Wonderful." Dr. Martinez clapped her hands together. "Oh, and don't worry about the invasion thing. Once you've had Maria's cooking, you'll probably want to stick around anyway. We've got plenty of room for new neighbors."